Vice Chancellor Professor Sir Nigel Thrift, Professor Laura Green, members of faculty, family, friends and fellow graduates who I congratulate. Congratulations on your hard work and success. It's a real privilege and honor to be here today to receive this honorary degree of Doctors of Letters from the University of Warwick. So much so that when I first received the letter from Professor Nigel Thrift's office, I did, and trust me, it is a fact, I did think that your letterheads were in the wrong hands. I wasn't quite sure how seriously I should take the letter, and only when my office was absolutely certain that it had come from the university did I realize the seriousness of the situation. This recognition to me proves what my father used to say. He said, you know, one should do what you believe in, and if you do it for long enough and well enough, it does get noticed. I'm particularly humbled that the University of Warwick took note of a restaurant chef, not directly related to the university or academia in any way. I also realize that sometimes, more than knowledge, education, or information, our values can connect. I share similar values to the university, that of ambition, drive, and making a difference, or at least trying to make a difference. I grew up in a small coal mining community in Bengal, and my education was very similar, very typical of the kind of education that was prevalent in the community then. My parents were far from wealthy, but they did the best they could, and they gave us the most they could. This brought me to think, and it does stick with me even today, that although things may or may never be perfect, if you've done the best you can, then that is good enough. When I think back of my growing up, I do think of, I remember food at the heart of things, heart of the family, of celebrations and sharing. Now, when I've grown up, I realize that food appeared at the heart of it. Whilst it appeared, it wasn't the real driver. What was the real driver was hospitality, was warmth, was love. I suppose that's where my love for cooking came from. It's been well documented how I did not want to go into engineering and pursue engineering as my father would, or my parents would have expected then. I went to hotel school, and whilst I studied all different aspects, it was cooking, food, that attracted me most. And it did open new doors for me. I tried a lot of different things. I can't still put a finger on whether it was my greed that drew me to eating and cooking more, good food, or was it the joy and the love of feeding people and seeing their instant reaction of change, their change when they put the first mouthful in their mouths. But through this journey, a chance encounter with Marco Pierre White's book, White Heat, in 1996, was actually the turning point for me, when it resulted me choosing that I would work in restaurants rather than rise up the level in various large business hotels. And that change in direction happened, it was so swift, so instantaneous, so short. It is incredible how much impact it's possible to have through a single book, certainly in my case. It's quite likely that Marco Pierre White does not even realize I exist. Through that one book and my interpretation of it, I was able to connect to his values of passion, innovation, creativity, and challenge. I try and communicate my own thoughts and beliefs and my own values at every opportunity through my own books. Passion, innovation, creativity, challenge, ambition, all these are very important, very big words, and very powerful words. And each of these values have helped me shape where I am today, or who I am today. But none of these words are more important than that one other is opportunity. It has been well documented how my first foray into the restaurant world in London, in the UK, from India, was designed by Iqbal Bhab, and that was the first opportunity. There's nothing quite like the first opportunity. Whether it was the first car you cleaned, the first big interview, the first chance to open your own restaurant, that moment is one to be remembered and treasured. That moment and the feeling you get when you have a chance to prove yourself is one that you never want to forget. And so all my fellow graduates here, your first opportunity and the first success that you will taste, I do strongly urge you, cherish that, you stay with it. Because as we progress in our careers and lives, it's also important for us to create these opportunities for people who are with us or who come after us. And our opportunities are not just about giving others. It is not to be misconstrued with charity. It is not. It's also about giving oneself, giving yourself the opportunity to learn, to grow. After all, if we don't grow, we just end up a stone in someone else's path. And I never went to university, and if I can learn that through the University of Life, I can share with you, we have to continue growing no matter what. The other important word is challenge. And challenge isn't just about physical endurance, staying power, or outworking everybody else around you. It's about challenging perceptions and notions. In the last 12 years, I've been working very hard on challenging people's perception of Indian food. In my 20 years of cooking, one of the most desirable traits from a chef has been perfection. We keep taking great pains to achieve perfection. The perfect dish, the perfect restaurant, the perfect night, the perfect evening, etc., etc. However, these days I'm debating with myself if perfection has a negative connotation, a sense of finality, an end, a point from which nothing can be bettered. It seems so egotistical, slightly vain. What is achievable, what is worth striving for, in my opinion, is the pursuit of excellence. The ambition to pursue excellence whilst creating opportunity and making a difference certainly sounds like a much more enjoyable journey. And let us all embark on it. With these thoughts in mind, I proudly but humbly stand before you to accept this honorary doctorate which you have so kindly bestowed upon me. Thank you.